Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So I have an exciting video for you all this morning. I decided to reveal a little more part of the index fund bucket of the portfolio. So I thought I would actually share my own HSA account, which is all at Fidelity, and it's done pretty well. It's actually all in index funds. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. And this one is doing pretty good. There's no YieldMax at all. But yeah, so here we go. Here is the screen. I actually wanted to just go in the account directly, but I didn't want to, it's got the account number and stuff there. So I just had to take a screenshot of it. So here's what we've got. So this is the coach's HSA account, and it's in 4 funds. The 3 that you see here that start with an F are Fidelity zero cost mutual funds. The FGRTX is the Fidelity Mega Cap Stock Fund. The FNILX is the Fidelity Zero Cost Large Cap Index Fund. As you all know, I'm a big fan of large cap funds. A big bulk of my 401k is in large cap. Actually, both of them are in large cap. And then the FZROX, Fidelity Zero Cost Total Market Index Fund. So these, here's the total account value at the bottom. This is the cumulative percentage up. And this is where we are as of today. So small caps is actually rocking today, having a really good day. I took this at 1051. So the first fund, FGRTX, is up 29.26%, almost 30%. The FNILX fund is up 33.22%. The FZROX fund is up 31.69%. And then the TNA, which I just got into this year, I put like my whole contribution for this year into it, is up 8.22%. So now the TNA is a little more risky than these other 3, because these other 3 are just zero cost mutual funds. Like I said, mega cap, large cap, and total market. 3 of the hottest asset classes that there are in the last year or 2, or especially in the last year. But the TNA one is a levered ETF, so it's actually the 3x levered small cap fund. So similar to the UPRO that I talk about a lot and the TQQQ, this is the small cap version of that. So now that I've shown you all of that, let's go and look at, this shows like where I bought in, and then the 52-week range or something like that. I forget what this is. But anyway, let's go and look at how these funds are actually doing performance-wise. Whoops. So let me, share this. Okay, so let's see if we, oh, look who's on bright and early. Aren't you on the West Coast? So it should be really early for you. We'll put your comment up. Yeah, looks good, huh? I aspire to be like you as far as it being an investor. So, okay, let's look at, let me see. I do have a Seeking Alpha affiliate link, by the way, which I'm going to start putting in the description of every video. And let's see. You know what, just for the heck of it, I will go live in the Discord just to see what we get. Okay, let's do this here. General chat. We got a few more members in the Discord. By the way, I did put in an options trade today on MSOS. In fact, I could just share that with you all real quick here. This is one that me and Blake have been talking about for a while. So I'll go ahead and share that today. That was in another account, but I'll share my MSOS trade because the thesis is that cannabis, there's going to be some movement on cannabis this year. And let's see. Actually, here we go. Not this one. This one. So MSOS is a stock. I don't want to say too much, but the thesis is that there's going to be some movement on this. So I did 2 contracts at a $15 strike. I went way out of the money, actually. January 17th, 2025 expiration date, $15 strike price. 2 of them, fill price $2.17 at 10:33 this morning. So there's that. This is my Discord. I'm going to actually go live in the voice channel here. So we are live in Discord. Now what I want to do is show all of you all. Let's see. Oh, we got someone else on. All right, good. Getting some comments here. I'm usually not on this early. I just felt up to it today. So let's see. I want to try seeking alpha. Okay, we're going to do something new here. Instead of using Yahoo Finance, I'm going to use Seeking Alpha. So let me share this one. Yeah, welcome, greetings. Okay, so let me share the Seeking Alpha screen, and we'll shoot for about a 10-minute video today. Okay, so this is the ETF screener, I think. So let's do FZROX first. This one, I got in at a good time in all of these. I started the account in like 2022. So I did like 2 years of contributions, and I'm actually on my 3rd year of contribution into the account. So the account, as you saw from the beginning, has done very well. So this is the FZROX. Let's go out to the maximum here on the chart. How about this? So AlphaPix, which I've just learned about, AlphaPix, their stock picking service, is celebrating 105% returns. That is awesome. Okay, so is this going to move slow on me? Let me go back real quick just to the my account screen here. So the account, the account overall was up 22.38%. It would be averaging 30%, except for the fact that I just got into TNA, which is only up 8%. So that's kind of holding it down. But just for getting in like a month ago, I can't complain about 8% in 1 month. And no YieldMax, by the way. No YieldMax in this one. This is what I would call a safer account, even though it's in a triple levered ETF, which is kind of on the risky side. Welcome. Glad we got some live participation here. Okay, so seeking alpha, we're going to seek some alpha, hopefully. We just showed some alpha in the account. Okay, so here we've got, this is where we are in the past year. Let's go out to the 5-year. And this is a little bit better. This breaks down. This gives you a lot more information here. It does pay a little bit of a dividend, but I don't care too much about the dividend here. This is just for long-term growth. Not looking for income here. You got some analyst opinions. Oh, these are old articles. We might have to get Blake to write an article on these. So over the past like 5 years, this one is up. This one is up. What does it say? 73.8%. Pretty solid. Actually, 5-year view is 82%. So you really can't go wrong with these index funds. Now, if I can remember, I want to try to do a comparison. Here we go, comparison. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to add FZROX for starters. And then where do I'm going to go to charting. I did this before. I used to do this last year, but then I guess I got a little bit lazy, which y'all have to remind me not to do that. Okay, so it's slightly underperforming the S&P. But like I said, we're really stepping up our game here. I'm very motivated, especially at the start of this year. I got to keep rolling here. Okay, so FNILX. Help me to remember what I'm actually invested in. FNILX, FZROX, FNILX, FGRTX. Okay, we're going to add, oops, I went back to my screen here. We're going to add FGRTX. FGRTX. When you start to hold so many funds, this is going to sound like a first world problem, but you start to forget what you're actually invested in, because some of these, like this account, I don't have any need to look at this every day. It's an index account. I could go for a month without looking at it. I do like to look when it's up, because it's looking really good right now. Obviously the account looks beautiful right now. When it's down, I don't look as much. I blindfold myself. Okay, so we're going to add this one and then FNILX. I'm going to do a quick comparison here. Oh, we're already at 10 minutes. Well, time flies when we're having fun, doesn't it? And I think everyone in the comment section would agree we are having a blast, right? Okay, and then TNA, one letter off from TNT. We don't want that in our portfolio. I mean, we want that as far as like returns. Okay, so this is looking back for a year. So this is a comparison of all the funds in the coaches HSA portfolio. TNA is the worst one of them all. So some of you may ask, why'd you get into it? Well, I think, see, I got into it based on an assumption, right? No, but I think that it's going to have a really good year. I did some of my own analysis, and small caps are definitely due for a rebound, because you can see small caps have underperformed. You see the red here. This is way underperformed. This might look stupid being in this one when the other three are doing so well, because see, this one's down over the past 3 years. This one's down 62%, but this also factors in, you know, the clown market, the 2021 clown market. But still, that's not much of a valid argument, because these other, comparing to the S&P and these other three, they're up from anywhere from 22 to 28%, even given the clown market. And I know we call it the clown market, but I tend to believe there's clowns in every market, and there's also very astute experts in every market too. So every market has some clowns. It's like, you know, there's a little bit of everything in every market. Circuses have clowns too, but hopefully YouTube doesn't have too many. Well, I can be a clown at sometimes, but not all the time. That's the key. Okay, so at one point, if we go back to like 2021 here, the TNA was beating all three and the S&P. But you see how there's some wild fluctuations in this one. So if we were to take this one off the list, this would be a very consistent as far as these three. These three were actually outperforming. Wait a minute. Oh, no, one is under here. So two of them were pretty much in line. Excuse me, in line with the S&P. One of them underperformed. If we look at the 3-year view, that's where we were. So all in all, that's pretty much in alignment with the S&P. Let me stop sharing that again. And for any late joiners, I'll share the portfolio one more time. Of course, feel free to go back and watch as many times as you want. There's no limit to how many times you can watch, right? High energy trading, right? Yeah, we're bringing high energy to the trading today, right? So I already did an options trade, back in the options game. Got to review some other opportunities, and then, you know, of course, sharing this. It's fun to share stuff when it's up. When it's down, I'm not so sure I would share or be as willing to share. But when it's up, well, I did share my YieldMax stuff, which is you all can assume is mostly down. So, but like I said, that's a smaller. Well, this account itself is actually a smaller percent of overall than the YieldMax stuff, because this is just a small account that I started like, you know, 2 years ago. Okay, so one more time, a little refresher for all of you all that are on. Oh, look who we have on here. We have a channel that I aspire to be, retire on dividends. So you started like way after me, but man, like your numbers have blown me away. I aspire to be you. Yeah, I actually do work from home a few days out of the week. And I just really, you know, I kind of treated this like a hobby for 6 months, and I just really need to ramp up. I just really need to, I have a passion for this, you know, I need to really get back on it. So anyway, but yeah, awesome channel, by the way, for Mr. Retire on Dividends. You've got a great one going there. So let me share this one more time here for late joiners. So this is strictly index funds. For our dividend audience, I know we won't like this as much, but look here, dividend people at the top left, what does it say? Manage dividends, because believe it or not, these do pay a little bit of dividends. Actually, one of them does. The funny thing is the percent of dividend payout is so low, the cash portion of the account actually pays a higher percentage because interest rates have gone up, obviously, because of inflation. Of course, we're still not quite tracking with inflation as far as our money market rates, which we never will. They never keep up with it. Real return, remember, in economic terms, you've got nominal return and real return. Nominal return is your total like number. The real return is actually what you're getting in excess of inflation. In this case, money markets and CDs are all negative in terms of real return. But long story short, it does pay dividends, but the dividends are not as much as the cash portion of the account. So here, this is, again, a little refresher for all of you all that joined late. There we have that. Now we'll do some more comments if there are any. And if not, we will, oh, let's see. Oh, you started 5 years ago, but you changed your niche probably, right? Took a while to make it on the map. I used to go by the broke investor. I've been there before too. So the funny thing, I actually started in September of 2021, and it took a long time. I actually monetized by May, but like it was a struggle. The only thing that ever like performed for me as far as videos was dividend videos, and back in that time it was like the QYLD, and it was some of the other ones that were popular. Once I started covering those, and then I did a video on the dividend snowball effect, which I need to do another one of those. I think that it's good to put one of those out like every year, like a refresher. But once I did that, that one helped me to monetize, and then a couple other. I did a credit card video, which was really successful, but things didn't really start to take off until this YieldMax thing started. So the YieldMax thing is a phenomenon, which is, I mean, I love it, but I want to talk about more than just YieldMax, obviously. So, but yeah, good for you. You know, we've all finally found something here, but your growth obviously is very impressive. Tradesman says, thanks to Coach and Retire on Dividend or Rod for the great info and support. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So anyway, well, that's all I have for you all today on this one. Happy trading. Got that options trade in today on MSOS. Hopefully we have a good week for investing. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord if you haven't already. And we will see you all very soon. Thanks so much. Take care.